Right, guys, sometimes when we've got a trade open for a transfer rumour, and we're really hoping our player goes to a certain club because we know the returns will be higher. And then there's rumours about other clubs coming out and the player stagnates and so on and so forth. But we're holding because we still hope that player will go to a certain club. Now, I've had my third trade now where a certain situation has happened to a player I'm holding for a transfer and his price has dropped and not recovered. So I just want to go through that with you. So if it happens to you, then you can take the best action available. Now, I'm going to show you Jack Wilshere because his transfer, when his video is going out, his transfer has not happened yet. But I bought Jack Wilshere when it seemed like he wasn't going to sign a new contract at Arsenal. It hadn't been announced yet, but it was quite obvious that, we weren't hearing no news that he was going to leave. So I bought him at around the £1.51 mark, I believe. If we look at his 3-month graph, we can see that actually his price was very much around the £1.50 to £1.60 mark. You can see even more here. So it's £1.40, £1.60, and we can see his price was very much steady between that £1.50 and £1.60 mark. Now, what we have along the way, we shot up to £1.85, okay, very quickly, and that was when it was confirmed that he would be leaving Arsenal. Okay, so it was confirmed then. So after being pretty steady between 150, 160, maybe dipping below 150 now and again, going above £1.60 now and again, but pretty much his price was steady. And then he was revealed that he would not be signing a new contract at Arsenal, and he shot up. Now, a lot of people took profit quite quickly, but I decided to hang in there because in the past, where he has reached around £2 odd in the January transfer window. If we go back, yeah, I mean, it wasn't. There was rumours of him going to West Ham, etc., etc., and as we can see, his highest price was £2.39. I mean, a lot of his price-wise did have something to do with the Europa League games as well, but he did just break into the side around January, so he actually started playing less Europa. But I do remember the links to West Ham, and as we can see, his price did reach £2.39. So I decided to hang in there because of the way the market reacted last time. And like I said, I bought at £1.51 and my price was steady. It went up. I decided to hang in there. But then quite a few people took their profit. So, he went down to around 170, 175. I remember that. But then there was rumours of him going abroad. And of course, Jack Wilshere playing abroad rather than the Premier League, he's not going to be as valuable. Being an English player, Premier League is the #1 league on Football Index, first of all, because the media will always be on the Premier League. Unless you're Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, then you're not going to do well when the media scores. So being in the Premier League would definitely improve his price. But there was a few rumours about Europe. And then the big bombshell come out that he was going to go to Fenerbahce. Now, this is the main point of this analysis. This is the third time this happened to me just in this transfer window. When a player who plays in a Performance Buzz League, and there is interest from other teams within the Performance Buzz Leagues, but then further interest comes from a team outside of the Performance Buzz Leagues. And this is what happened with Jack Wilshere and the Fenerbahce interest. So there were strong Fenerbahce rumours. Fenerbahce, majority of the time, not eligible for Performance Buzz. They are in Europe, so he would have some games where he was eligible. But his price shot down, as we can see, to a low of £1.19 and stayed in the low £1.20s for at least 24 to 48 hours. Now, I didn't buy it because I thought that, he's got 2 young kids here and he's not with a mum. So the mum's going to stay in England. I didn't buy it. I expected him to want to stay in London or at least the Premier League. Okay, so I held, and as it turns out, his price slowly started recovering. The Fenerbahce rumours were still there, but they was weakening a bit, and his price slowly started recovering until we come out the West Ham were now favourites. So my initial thoughts turned out to be true. However, for the third consecutive trade, when a player is linked to a team outside of the performance buzz spectrum, so the top 5 leagues, the price has dropped and has not recovered enough to make a decent profit. So now the Jack Wilshere trade is not over, but to be honest, the best I will probably hope for now is to break even or possibly make a small little bit of profit or a small loss, either way. Now, the high he had before, £1.85, seems like now the time that I should have exited the trade. Now, if he didn't get that Fenerbahce rumours, he would have probably stayed, around the £1.50 to £1.60, possibly £1.45 lowest, okay? And there would have been a big push, and I probably would have still come out with some profit. But for the third consecutive trade, when a player is linked to a team outside of the performance buzz leagues, the drop is quite severe. And to get back to the point where you can make a decent profit, which was what I was hoping for, which was £2, possibly £2 and above, that's probably not going to happen now. The West Ham transfer has been not confirmed, but it's highly likely it will be done this week. He is obviously a free agent, so there's no other clubs to deal with. So the likelihood is that at best I could probably break even with this trade. So what I'm saying is, if he didn't get linked to a performance buzz league, then I probably would have still made a decent profit. But what I could have done and should have done, if your player gets linked to a performance buzz league, but you still feel strongly about that they're not going to that team, they're going to another team, and you want to be bold, then I suggest exiting the trade and getting back in on the drop. So if I would have got back in the drop, I remember him being £1.20 for a long time, Jack Wilshere. So I could have got in at £1.20, and again, I would have probably, now he's at £1.48, or his high was £1.48. I think he's sitting at £1.39 at the moment. Let's check. Yeah. But once that trade goes through, then there's profit to be made. So yes, I would have possibly lost some money. But if I would have got out quick enough, because I remember the Fenerbahce news, I got in at £1.51, and I remember him being £1.48 actually. So I could have got out at the news at £1.48, 3p loss plus commission plus whatever the instant sale value was. I think he was £1.43 instant sale. So, and then I would have got it back in at £1.20, climbed all the way back in. And I think when the transfer goes through, he probably will get back to where I was anyway, which will overall give me a small profit. So that's another way to actually look at it. Sometimes exiting the trade, yes, you're paying the commission and everything like that, but exiting the trade will maybe get you either a bit more profit or close to break-even level. When now it's £1.39, I don't really see me breaking even. I'm probably hoping for now as smaller loss as I can get. So I have data for 3 trades now this happening. I wanted to show you Jack Wilshere because obviously this is the most recent trade and it hasn't actually gone through yet. But yeah, so next time, if that happens to me, I'll know I'll be exiting as soon as I can and hopefully waiting for a big enough drop to get back on. Okay, so again, I hope you can take something from that. And if it does happen to you, hopefully this video will help you and you can act accordingly to either limit your losses or make a bit bigger profit. Okay, thanks guys.